Hello, it's Melinda from Alexis and Melinda's Art Space. Got a quick art journal page for you today, and I do apologise, the quality of this video is not great because I've got metallic shiny paint on my page. So I'm still working my wine book, trying to finish the last few pages. This was a pre-done or a wipe up paint page. Often when I have excess paint, I will grab one of my other journals and wipe off paint or texture paste. So this one has some yellow on it, some light green, some metallic green, and then it has some grey texture paste that I mixed up for another page. So this one sat in my journal for quite a while, probably 18 months, before I decided to do something with it. No, probably not do something with it, before I decided that what I wanted to do with it. Let's put it that way. So I just deconstructed another altered book. I'm loving working in altered books, and this image of this boy running actually come out of it was a war book or a Conquerors of Conqueror book. Hang on 2 seconds. I will grab it. Okay, it just says the Mighty Continent. So basically there was a lot of war pictures in it and a lot of pictures that were not very nice, and this boy was probably the nicest of them. So it was a great book to give new life to. So this boy image, I was sort of rummaging through my folder of images and going, what am I going to stick on this page? And this boy just popped out and said, I will fit the page. I just loved his posture, and he's almost a 99% silhouette, and that's what this busy page needed. I couldn't stick a lot of busyness on this page because it was already quite a busy background. So just sticking fussy cut him out of the page and gluing him down with a fair bit of matte Mod Podge. That particular book is from, I think, the late 70s, and it's that thicker paper that I love to art journal on, and that's sort of the era this wine book come from as well. I am collecting those type of books. And you'll notice when you flip through an altered book, you want a page that's quite sturdy but not shiny. You don't want a novel because the pages are really thin, although you can stick a few together, and I have worked in a book like that, especially if I want a smaller art journal. But the 60s and 70s, the pages are really thick and robust, and again, you can stick them together to use them, or you can just use them on their own. So he was a little thick, so I used a fair bit of matte Mod Podge on him to stick him down. And I do apologise about the glare. It's the metallic paint in my lighting. I do have to invest in some proper lighting or a second light. I just haven't got to Bunnings yet. Not that Bunnings is that far away. Every time I go up to that shopping centre, I sort of forget to go to Bunnings. So just drying that off. The matte Mod Podge is a bit glossy as well. It's not my preferred, and I say this every time. Probably don't need to for my regulars. It's not my preferred medium to stick paper down or to collage with. But as I've said many times before, I'm a price snob, not a brand snob. So the matte Mod Podge was on special, so I grabbed it. This part of the video is particularly not a good quality, so I do apologise. The lighting and the glare is just not very good. So I grabbed just a normal old Sharpie and decided to do a squiggly carefree border. I like borders around my page because it just sort of frames the page, and then your eye doesn't go wandering off wondering what's off the page. I like bordering my pages. I like doing certain things. I'm a bit anal retentive sometimes. You may notice this video hasn't been sped up at all. It was only about an 8-minute page anyway, or less than 8 minutes, about 7.5 minutes. So I have not sped this up at all, so it is in real time. So I decided to add some words, add free play, carefree, and joy over my page. And then I decided to do some scribbly hand journaling. I deliberately did the hand journaling in just a black biro, you'll see that in a minute, because I wanted it to be scribbly in the background, but I don't necessarily want it to be red. And if you can read it, that's great. If you can't, that's the purpose that I put it on there. So I wanted sort of scribbly journaling. It's there as another layer and sort of as a texture, but it's not detracting from the main image, if you get what I mean. So you don't need to have expensive things to art journal. A Sharpie is like a couple of bucks at the store, and a biro you can pick up fairly cheaply, or most of you have them around your house anyway. So you don't need expensive pens to journal with or expensive paints. You can do it quite cheaply, which is fantastic. And working in an altered book, a lot of people have books at home you can recycle, or you can get them at the op shops for a few dollars, as opposed to buying a proper art journal. It's worth $40 or $50. I would love a Delusions journal, and one day I'll treat myself, maybe birthday or Christmas. Someone, hint hint, some daughter of mine may, if she watches my videos, may spoil me with a Delusions journal, but I'm happy working in my altered books. Oh, excuse that page. I've just got the fan on and it's blown up. I'm trying to cover up that opposite page. Please excuse my very poor effort at a face. That was done as part of an online class a free online class that I participate in every year. So just scribbling some journaling. Most of the background is covered up with journaling just to add sort of that texture. And I just love this page. It was nice and quick, which is not sort of my thing for art journal pages. Usually I sit there and they take me a whole 45 minutes in real time, plus drying time, plus thinking time, plus stopping the camera and going, I don't know what I'm going to do for quite a few minutes, or coming back to it the next day. So this one only took 2 sessions to actually, or 2 smaller videos to actually put together. Oh, and it's not a video without my phone going buzz. I do apologise. I keep forgetting to turn my phone to silent. And that's probably a notification or a text or something from YouTube. No, my luck. So the last thing I do to this, and there are better still photos at the end, the last thing I do to this is actually, and it's not a voiced over video until I yawn. It is quite late at night. It's about 9, 10 o'clock at night. I had an early morning start. This is about my 3rd voiceover today. Trying to get my vault of videos edited and up and scheduled for my busy month to come. Very busy couple of months with things coming up the next couple of months. So just some scribbling around the sort of cogs. There was a stencil that I put texture paste through, so just decided to add a bit of black to them, just a bit of scribbly black. I sort of had scribbly black everywhere else, so I decided needed some there as well. And that's my super quick art journal page. This one took no time at all, and I was really impressed with the results. So give us a thumbs up if you want to, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching, and here are your still photos, which are much clearer. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.